into this yak real quick for fucking Vinland Saga, bro.
All right, we're up on Twitch. Let me see if the sound's working. We're up on Twitch. Let me see if the sound's working. You talk.
Beautiful.
Sounds working. You
Can
talk.
you hear me? Test, test.
Sounds working. You
Can
talk.
you hear me?
All right.
Test, test.
YouTube's taking its sweet time as per usual. They're not even coming up for some reason. No, doesn't matter. It's not very good for YouTube. Okay. Well, hello and welcome back. It's been a minute. It's been
Yes.
a long time. Unfortunately, Izzy's feeling under the weather this week, but we did have a long break. So we went for a longer series. We did Vinland Saga both seasons. So Jake, if this was yours, if you want to give us a quick synopsis of season 1 and 2, I know that's a large pill, but
I think I
do it
got
the best you can.
I think I got something here. Number one, if anybody's watching the video, drop a big congrats to Big Trav got married.
Yeah.
That's a portion of the reason why we took a long break. So Vinland Saga, it's about Thorfinn, who at the beginning of season 1 is 6 years old. His father left a Viking company called the Vikings to find peace and stop fighting, so he moved to Iceland. The Vikings came to find him because they found out that he wasn't dead because he faked his death. And if you leave the Vikings, then it's punishable by death. And so they come to ask him to come fight. And unbeknownst to Thor's, the father, they are planning to assassinate him. Thorfinn stows away in the boat that they leave on, and they meet Askeladd, who is the assassin, and Askeladd and his troop of Vikings kill Thor's in front of Thorfinn. So the next 10 years of Thorfinn's life, he has made it a point to avenge his father's death and kill Askeladd by means of a duel. And so he fights for Askeladd for 10 years to get better at fighting and to avenge his father. That's season 1. Season 2, I guess. Do you want me to do a little synopsis on that one?
Yeah,
too?
go ahead. We'll keep the points how they are, and we'll just talk about both. I guess we can each point will be like, I like this in season 1, and this in season 2, or didn't like this and that. So we'll just talk about both as we go through the points.
So season 2, spoiler, letting you know. At the end of season 1, Thorfinn does not kill Askeladd. Askeladd is actually killed by King Canute, and Thorfinn,
Prince Canute at the time.
It was shortly after he became king.
Well,
he slices at, or he goes at Prince Canute because he killed Askeladd, and that was Thorfinn's whole thing. And so instead of putting him to death, Prince Canute sentenced him to be a slave. So you meet Einar, who was also a slave, and it's basically season 2 is Thorfinn struggling with the fact that he didn't kill Askeladd, number 1, and then number 2, all the people he killed. He's kind of, since he's not fighting anymore, he's having a hard time dealing with that. That's really the gist of season 2.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, real quick, I guess general. Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Give us the first point.
First point: story and writing. Does it make sense, and does it keep you hooked?
Man, dude. Okay, so season 1 was amazing. It was. I mean, season 1 alone's like 8.5, 9. So season 1, it was hard to stop watching. I think I finished all 24 episodes in like 4 or 5 days.
Damn.
I could not stop watching it. It was so good. And then season 2 comes along, and it's a complete just vibe switch. And that one, I finished that one on Wednesday, so that one took a lot longer for me to watch. It was still interesting, but the high that season 1 was, to come to season 2 being such a slow, methodical, relationship building story, It
Hmm.
was it was it was tough to get through at some points. It was still good, but it wasn't amazing by any
Yeah,
means.
it's not as good as season one. Season one, in my opinion, is a 9. That is
Yeah.
like, I'm never going to give anything a 10, but it's damn close. For anybody that doesn't know, it's a genre flip. So in the first season, it's a shonen, a very gory, action packed, fucking awesome. And
Yeah.
then season two is a shoujin, very story driven, character building, and it's very slow. Like the first 14 episodes is like a farm simulator because they're just
Yeah.
out there fucking farming.
Yeah.
Now it does pick
Cutting
up in the
down
later
trees and shit.
episodes. Yeah, it does pick up in the later episodes a little bit, maybe like episode 15, 16 out of 24.
Yeah,
It starts
once
to
once basically what's the master's name of the farm?
kettle.
Yeah, once Kettle goes to see King Canute, or well, he really goes to see King Harold, but unfortunately King Harold passes before he makes it and King Canute takes over. That's when it starts picking up big.
Yeah. Yeah, it picks up a lot. And then it's still very, because in the first season you see fucking he is fighting all the time. Like he is this savage fucking warrior. He's really good at fighting, even at a smaller stature. And then in season two, he basically just gives off fighting. He's
Hmm.
basically a pacifist now. And so you're always expecting in season two him to like stand up and fucking show like the guests and uh, Thorgil and everybody that he is this strong fighter, but he never does. It never happens, and that does annoy me. But I understand, like he's following in his father's footsteps,
Yeah.
trying to become a better, a true warrior is what they call it. Now, what I do like about this is it's very heavily based on historical contexts.
Mythological, probably more so.
Well, no, so Thorfinn is based off of a real person.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Leif is a real person too.
Yeah,
And I
so
only
Leif
know that
Erikson.
because of South Park when they did Leif Erikson Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So Leif's a real person. Vinland is the name that the Nords gave the Americas.
Oh,
So that's what they're talking about when they talk about Vinland. They're talking about the Americas. Um, so Leif discovered America. He discovered Vinland, um, and Thorfinn's based off of a real person.
I know
King
Thorkel's based
Canute.
off a real person.
Yeah, King Canute's real. King Swain is real. Uh, all of these things happened. Their invasion of England and everything like that. So it was really interesting that it's kind of loosely based around historical facts. Of course, Thorfinn in real life was like a sea merchant and an explorer. He wasn't like some fucking savage warrior.
Oh, nice.
So, uh, two characters. Do you care about these people?
Yeah, dude. So season one, I mean, it was banger after banger of characters. Canute was a bitch, but
Mhm.
like seeing his transformation in the last 2 to 3 episodes
Yeah,
was insane. And then, like, I really liked Canute's story, so I enjoyed every scene he was in season two like a lot. That's what kept drawing me back in because I was like, what the fuck happens to Canute? He's kind of a
yeah,
badass now. Um, and then Thorkel, fucking
yeah,
Thorkel is the speedwagon of this world. He is the best girl.
yeah.
Thorkel's amazing. Bjorn was fucking awesome.
Bjorn, yeah.
Seeing the
Gladys,
flashbacks of Thor's and like seeing Thor's like how Thorfinn pictured him in his head, like talking to him during like drastic moments was amazing.
yeah,
Um, Thor, or well, I guess that's season one. Even Askeladd was like, I mean, in season one, if you if your favorite character is not Thorkel, it's probably Askeladd, right?
yeah. Askeladd is my favorite character. I think
Yeah.
he's the best written villain
Oh, easy.
ever.
Yeah,
Because
he's
you like
amazing.
you end up kind of liking him at the end,
Oh, dude, you
and it's
like I mean
crazy.
after he decides to take on Thorfinn, like the day he like Thorfinn, he was going to like cut him up while he was sleeping, right? And
Hmm.
Askeladd's away. He was like about to just let him. But like Thorfinn's like, this isn't how. this isn't honorable. Like
Yeah,
my father taught me better than this, or he thought his father taught him better than that. Um, and then the next day, Askeladd like beats the shit out of him, and then is like, "Well, you coming? Like, here's some food. Let's go. You're stuck with us
yeah,
now." It was like
yeah,
that was like, all right, this dude's gonna be hard not to like.
yeah. And
Like,
so like Askeladd takes him under his wing, like
yeah,
the
episode 5 makes you absolutely, or I think it's 5 or 6, somewhere early on, whenever he kills Thor's, obviously, it's like you fucking hate him. And Floki, like fuck Floki, fuck Askeladd.
Loki.
And
Yep,
then by like episode, like 3 episodes later, you're like, all right, this Askeladd guy's not bad, but
not that bad.
Floki's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, dude, capital B itch. He's
Yeah.
a bit.
And then
I
go ahead.
Well, I was Thorfinn. Of course, I love Thorfinn. I think his character development, and especially in the second season, if you like that stuff, if you like Shojin stuff, um, very unique. I love Askeladd. He's my favorite character by
Yeah.
far. And I even love even in this second season, Severkel, old master,
Oh yeah, dude,
um,
Savarkal's
Snake,
awesome.
yeah, Snake.
Yeah, season 2
Um,
has some great characters. I mean,
Omar a bitch until like the last episode. He's a straight. I fucking hate Omar.
yeah, Omar sucks. Yeah, Omar sucks the whole time. Like even at the end when he gets his redemption somewhat, I still fucking can't stand him. Omar
Yeah, I fucking
sucks.
hate him.
Yeah, he's the reason season 2 went completely off the fucking rails, right? I mean, there
Yeah,
is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, granted, King Canute was setting them up to do it, but Omar took it too far. But on the other hand, Thorgil also kind of a bitch, but I really fucking like him. He's, if anything, Thorgil is more guilty than Omar is. If we're
oh
being
yeah,
real,
yeah,
but
because
Thorgil's like a bad. Thorgil is the like uh
he's the
fucking.
catalyst.
Well, he is fuck. I just said his name. He's Thorkel of season. He's like Thorkel of season 2. He's the
Yeah,
badass
yeah.
warrior. Like
And
Thorkel
unfortunately,
would put him in the
you
fucking
don't really,
ground, but
yeah, yeah, you don't really see Thorkel. I think you see him in like one scene
yeah, and
of
he's
season
pissed off
2
at Canute.
for stopping the war
Yeah,
because he finally takes over England. And Thorkel's like, "What the fuck, dude?
yeah,
Why? There's still people to kill.
yeah, yeah, dude. Thorkel's awesome.
Yeah, there's still
Um,
fucking people to kill."
but I mean, I I, I really Savarkal's awesome. Snake's awesome. Even Kettle is pretty cool. But I hate Anar. Fucking
Einar,
Cucknar sucks, dude.
yeah, dude,
He's
fucking that whole portion of season 2 where
Arnhide.
fucking what's yeah, and
Arnhide
what
and something with a C, I think.
is it? Fuck, what's his
Maybe it's
name?
not C. Is it D? What's his name? The husband I know you're talking about.
Yeah, where is he? I have the Garter.
Garter, yes.
Whenever Garter comes back and he's like, and Einar fucking loves
Arnhide.
Arnhide, and dude, it's such a hard watch, man.
I know.
It's like, dude,
Like
oh god,
Anar's backstory about how he got to the farm, you're like, okay, he's gonna be the badass of this season. Mm-mm.
no. Now he bitches about plants,
Yeah.
about his crops, and then loves a girl that's married and has
He didn't know she was married. He thought it
well,
was Kettle's daughter.
yeah, even whenever you find like Gardner's there, he's simping like the
Oh
entire
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
So
All this
and then
motherfucker thinks about is Arnhide.
yeah, and then he knows that Arnhide has Kettle's baby, and he's like, "I love you."
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm like,
it's stupid. He
yeah,
sucks.
he
Um,
does. He's annoying.
but yeah, characters. I mean, needless to say, characters are all. You're gonna find somebody you like a lot
Mhm.
in
Yes,
this
you will.
show. Even season 1 and season 2 have amazing characters.
Yeah, the design and everything is very well done.
Now, I will say on almost every point, I prefer season 1 over 2,
Mm.
especially on characters.
Oh
especially
yeah, same.
characters.
I don't think there's absolute besides if you really wanted to get specific character building, I guess you could put season 2 because that's literally
Yeah,
all it is.
character building is better in season 2, but the characters that get introduced in season 1 are superior to the season 2 characters.
Everything about season 1 is better than season 2 except character building.
Yeah, 100%. I 100% agree with that.
So I guess we'll skip to 3 animation and visuals. How does it look?
Oh, dude, amazing. Season 1's like you said at the top, super gory.
Yeah.
Every little movement is animated to the T. I mean, I think it's is it Wits, isn't it Wit Studio or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Wit Studio.
Something like
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're amazing. They put out
I mean,
top
they
tier
do.
work. They're up there with like the Studio Bones. You know, I'd even say they're up there with like obviously the animation styles are completely different, but Ghibli with how much time and effort they seem to put in their stuff, they're up there with them. For
Yeah,
animation quality, obviously not like animation style. I think
yeah.
Ghibli kind of stands on its own, but I
Agreed.
mean, even with the triggers and stuff, I mean, it's one of the top probably three doing it easily.
I agree. It's very yeah. I mean, it looks fantastic. The art style is really good. I think it's kind of unique in a way. You don't have the normal anime eyes. They're more, I guess,
They're realistic,
they're more realistic than normal anime. Um, I
and
really
they're
like that.
super good at portraying like emotions through like facial like movements, like the
Yeah,
anger that's portrayed in season 1 and even sometimes even in season 2, like just the facial expressions are amazing.
yeah. Like, dude, what?
Which you don't see that a lot in this like medium of entertainment.
Yeah, one of my favorite scenes is whenever they're after Askeladd and his crew kill
Yes, yes.
and they're boating away and Thorfinn's on the boat behind them alone. And
Hmm.
he's like
I'll be the
screaming,
last thing you see.
I'll be the last thing you see.
Yeah, dude,
They
that's
did so
badass.
good on the animation. All the fights are fucking awesome.
Yes.
The
Even the
backgrounds
war
are fucking
scenes,
awesome.
like the
The
big
ooh,
battle scenes, like there is no like CG or like bullshit like shortcuts. Like even the background characters getting their heads chopped off or chopping off heads are fully animated out, while the two guys in the foreground of the scene are going ape shit on each other.
yeah, dude, the gore. I mean, they nailed it to a T. It's
Yeah,
so fucking gory,
like when
in a
Thorfinn
good way.
slices off Thorkell's fingers, like
Yeah.
just even that small a detail, it's insanely good. Like, and I love
Yeah.
how like two knuckles down, Thorkell's waving away at Thorfinn. He's like, "Hey, come back, we're not done."
Yeah, come back and
he's
find me.
missing these two fingers from this knuckle down. He's just like, "I want to keep fighting. You're the first
Um,
person to injure me in forever." Some shit like that. It was awesome.
the, fuck oh, I said I don't know what episode or what series we were doing, but I was like, if you're a dog in anime, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
If you are a horse in this series, dude,
Oh,
you're fucking dead.
dude. If a horse shows up, this is like Chekhov's gun. If there's a
Yeah.
horse in scene 1, before the end of the episode, that horse is dying.
Yeah, dude. I don't think I saw a horse not die
In season 1. Now season 2,
in
obviously,
season one. In season one.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of farm horses, but yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
dude,
it was
if you in season 1, if you're a horse, you're dead.
yeah.
All right. Sound and music.
Um, I don't. This category is always hard for me because I don't have the ears for the music, so I can never touch on it. From what I
I
remember, it's fine.
The
Uh,
intro in season 1
oh,
is really
dude,
good.
yeah,
The
I texted
outros,
that when we were first
yeah, you
watching
did.
it. It's like
And I
for those who haven't heard it and know this band, it's like a Japanese dance gavin dance. It's amazing.
yeah, I think I told you that it's not as good as or it's the first season's better than the second season. The second season intro is good, but
Just
it's not as good as the first season,
yeah,
in my opinion. And then the outros are just, the like sad
yeah.
emotional, yeah.
But like the
But
sound effects of the swords wishing through the air, the arrows, even people loading
yeah,
crossbows at some points, or like people
voice
chopping
acting.
through wood. The voice acting, all of
Voice
it's
acting, all of 'em
amazing.
are perfect. I think this is probably one of the better series in voice acting, at least from English dubs, because whoever voiced Kid Thorfinn, they
Oh
need a
yeah, dude.
raise.
Yeah, yeah.
They need a raise. um, 5 world building and lore. Does the world feel alive?
Oh yeah, I mean, like you said, it's historical. It's loosely based off real event, very loosely based off real
Very
events.
loosely based. Yeah, and of
Um,
course, not everybody is based off of, but they're like all the main characters
yeah.
are loosely based off of somebody.
So I mean, the world building is great because it's the world, you know.
Yeah, and
Um,
I like how they give like little sections of this is what happened. You
yeah,
know,
and
so I think that was cool.
I feel like everybody growing up, they're either like a Greek mythology nerd or a Norse mythology nerd. You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
unfortunately was Greece, so I didn't know a ton about Norse, or Roman, I guess, if you want to be fucking weird about it. Um, so like, they mention all the gods like Odin, Thor, all this stuff. They get brought up. Obviously, there's no supernatural, well, no supernatural, like, as far as magic, I guess, goes. Now, Thorkel, obviously, he has something going on because of his strength. But I mean,
yeah,
in the story of Thorkel, like the real life one, he was incredibly strong. But I mean, this dude's throwing fucking trees. Like he's ripping
yeah, dude.
trees
He's
out of the ground and
throwing,
throwing them.
yeah, he's throwing lumber at fucking
Yeah.
ships.
So
Um,
I mean, with it being more grounded, obviously taking some creative freedoms, it feels great. And then like the history side of it feels awesome. So the world building's amazing. Now, uh, the world building in season one obviously is just about the Norse invading England. So that's really all the world building there is. It's war. And then season two, it's like them wanting to taking the first steps eventually to ship off and go build the country of everybody's dreams or whatever.
yeah, yeah. It's like their realization by the end of the second season. It's like their
Yeah.
realization of let's go do this. What I did like about it is even though they're showing Vikings and things, a lot of people have a misconception of how Vikings dressed. Even though it's a very small detail, they're just normal fucking people. They didn't have fucking horns on
Yeah.
helmets or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Right. Yeah. It's not like Skyrim
Uh,
armor.
yeah, I think it's a very small detail, but I did enjoy that. Of course, history. Um, when it comes to cultures, there's a very big kind of in the background of it. It's a very small aspect of the show, but like having uh, um, what's the word? Valhalla
Yeah. Yeah.
versus Christianity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
That's a huge
at
one.
this point in time in history, there was a clash between that because Christianity was coming prevalence in Europe, and so that was really neat to see that in the background.
Yeah. And even like the like Viking way of pillaging and plundering to the victor, right? Every Canute's
Yeah,
like, I ain't about it. But then everybody else is like, but that's our right. We won. Like I love
yeah,
every time that gets brought up.
yeah. And
That's
he's like,
always
"Why am I going
amazing.
to burn down? Why am I going to burn down something that I'm trying to
Yeah, take
take?"
over.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, number 6, emotional impact. Did it make you feel something?
Season one a lot more than season two, obviously. I mean, like you only
Yeah,
get like what I think it's 3 or 4 episodes with Doors. And even just 3 or 4 episodes. It's like when you ever seen Game of Thrones?
yeah,
Thor's is the Ned Stark of this world, right?
yeah, yeah.
Like
Like,
you
yep,
only get
yep,
like you only get a short bit of him, but he's like the most impactful character in the story.
yeah. Like he's like, he's a man's man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Badass warrior in his time. Then he takes his family, dips, fakes his death, dips, finds Iceland or whatever, settles there, and becomes like, he's real nonchalant about
hmm,
his old ways. Like,
yeah,
nobody, Thorfinn didn't know that he was some crazy fucking warrior until he died.
yeah.
Um, so I loved his writing and his story and how he kind of like, you know, you don't have any, nobody has enemies.
Hmm.
What does Asgard tell Thorfinn at the very end?
Uh,
It's like the whole
like
thing, like
he's missing something, and he needs to go find it to become a true warrior.
true warrior.
Yeah,
Yeah, how to be a true warrior. So yeah, it definitely pulls on some strings every now and then, especially Thorfinn when he's young, and you know, telling Askeladd he's gonna kill him on the boat behind him. Fucking that's sad as shit.
Yeah.
Watching Thorfinn watch as his dad gets pelted with arrows and dies. That was sad as fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, and I do like I forget what's the point of six. What's six? This probably has nothing to do with it. Probably should have been brought up earlier, but
emotional impact.
okay, well, kind of. So like Thorfinn's like slow realization in season two that a life of revenge isn't a life worth living.
Yeah.
Like his acceptance with that was the coolest part of season two for me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because like in season one, the entire fucking show in season one is Thorfinn trying to kill Askeladd.
Yeah, and Askeladd taking full advantage of it because Thorfinn becomes
Yes.
somewhat of a badass, and Askeladd's like, "Hey, Thorfinn, if you can go kill all those archers on that wall, I'll give you a duel." And
Yeah.
fully knowing that Thorfinn is nowhere near him yet, like not
Yep.
even close, but he's good
Yeah.
enough to kill 20 average guys in a battle.
Yeah. But and Askeladd is like, the entire fucking thing is him trying to kill Askeladd, and then at the very fucking end, after 10, and he says 10 or 11 years of his life, because
Hmm.
in season two you find out Thorfinn doesn't really know how old he is.
Yeah,
But 10 or 11 years, he's doing that one thing. That's his sole purpose. And at the very end, he doesn't even get to do it. And his
yeah,
like descent.
dude. And as Askeladd's dying, he kind of shits on him about it too.
Yeah.
He's like, when I was your age, I killed my father because he beat my mother. In 3 years, it's taken you 10 or 11, and look, I'm dying because of somebody else right now. So kill me. I think Askeladd's just like, I'm hurting. Put me out of my
Yeah.
misery.
Please
So
fucking
he's
kill me.
shitting on Thorfinn, and it's like, damn, this is brutal.
Yeah. And he's like, just kill me. Stab me in the heart. And he's like,
Yeah, he's
no.
like, you better hurry up.
Thorfinn's like,
You're running out of time.
and he's like, no. um, yeah.
But
And the
sorry, while we're on that part, whenever he cuts King Canute's face and all the like Yams Vikings or the like King's Guard, his veins or whatever,
yeah.
go in to kill him, he's like, wait, I stole his kill. This was his right. It was like, oh, that was kind of cool. I was fully expecting Canute's little bitch ass to be like, yeah, kill him. Yeah, because at that time he wasn't bad. He wasn't quite as badass yet.
He was getting to be badass, but he
Yeah.
wasn't quite there.
Well,
And then
the
I
turning point was when he finally stabbed Askeladd. And it's still kind of like a bitch stab.
It was kind of a bitch stab. The thing is I didn't even realize the first time that I had watched this, I didn't understand how Thorfinn became a slave. And I mean, obviously I know now, but they don't even really
They don't
say
tell
it.
you it until like
They don't
fucking the
tell you.
last episode when
Yeah, they
Thorfinn
don't
gets to
really.
talk with Canute.
Yeah, they don't really tell you until the last or like one of the last episodes of season two. You
Yeah,
don't really find out. You just, oh, Thorfinn's a fucking slave.
and
I mean, you can put two and two together, but
an interesting thing was like Canute didn't even want to talk to him. You could tell Canute's still terrified of Thorfinn.
yeah, like whenever Thorfinn was getting 100 blows,
Yeah,
and fucking what's his name, Canute's
Vane.
one-eyed.
It's the Vane. His like I can't remember his name, but they're called Vanes. He's like the head Vane.
Yeah, so like he's like, hey, there's like this guy, a messenger from Kettle's farm. He's like, who is it? And he's like, his name's Ulf. He's like, some guy named Thorfinn.
And
He's
then he
like,
like
he like
touches
he's
his
like,
scar and has a flashback, and he's like, that's when you like, oh, this dude's still scared of him.
yeah, and he's like, do you want to talk to him? He's like, no.
Yeah, he's like,
He obviously,
nope.
yeah, he's like, no, I'm good. All right. Number 7, originality and identity. What makes it different?
Oh, what makes it different, I think, is that it's I mean, it's not the first to like base its background loosely on real world events, but it's the first anime I know that's a Norse setting.
Same. I think it's.
There's always been like,
I'm
like
unaware.
gods, like you're talking like superpower type animes, like the Norse pantheon has shown up in some animes, but
Mhm.
it's nothing like there's never been like a as far as I know, there could be one out
Yeah.
there, but I don't know of any Norse Viking versus England or even just Norse in general setting in an anime.
Yeah, I'm unaware of one. I don't know. Is this because I'm also unaware of another anime that is like sword, like medieval. I guess this is pre-medieval, but like this setting without like magic and stuff. Like this is more
I'm
grounded in the real world.
I would
I'm
imagine
sure there
there
is, but I
is.
can't think of one off the top of my head. At least a very popular one.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
sure there is, but I bet it probably gets a little bit, super powery slash magic-y, but more grounded. There's
yeah,
plenty of more grounded ones, but I don't know of any
I
that are
th-
like straight up sword and board. That's it. That's what
yeah,
you got.
I think another original aspect of this. I don't know of another one. I'm sure there probably is, but the genre flip
Yeah, yeah,
between season one and season two, that's pretty original. At least it doesn't get
mhm.
done a lot, and there's an obvious reason as to why. Because season two, after watching season one, and then you go to season two, it becomes very boring,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So
Yeah, it feels super original. I mean, as far as like the major themes, obviously the themes aren't original, but the setting, the characters, the power system or lack thereof makes
mhm,
it super original. At least to the things that me and you like to watch. It's either
yeah,
action or fucking romance, and there's both of those, I guess, in this technically. But the
yeah. I
guy
mean,
who's
cocaine
trying,
are and
yeah, fucking Kucknar, that was the worst. I hate him.
uh, I got number eight. Consistency. Does it stay good the whole way through?
Season one, yes. Season two,
Yes, it's a two. That's the dip.
season two, it takes a dip, but as soon as
Still,
it gets back into war, like the last, like episode 20 to 22 or 19 to 22, whatever, whenever Kettle goes to see Canute, it picks back up. And there's a little bit of action scenes, before that, but nothing crazy.
see my thing, and this is actually one of my hot takes that I did in our hot take episode. Was I feel like people, and I understand why, but I feel like people shit on season two a lot. I think it's still good. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's still
still
good.
it still has a purpose. I think that it's very well done. If there is another anime that has a genre flip, I think it's very well done in the fact that season one's about him trying to kill Askeladd to avenge his father, not being able to do that, and then in season two becoming his father, basically, in a I don't have any enemies. So like the
Yeah.
progression of that, I guess, point of the story, I think is very consistent, and I
hmm
really enjoyed season two.
Yeah, season two's
But I do think the
consistency is what makes it enjoyable. It's
yeah,
the setting and the lack of action is a complete like it's a blind side if you came from season one. Like
yeah, I didn't know that it was a genre flip the first time that I watched this.
I
So
mean I didn't
watching it
either.
and then
Like
getting to season two, I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, at my wedding I was on like episode 2 or 3 of season two and we were talking about it for a minute and I was like, what the hell's going when does it get good? And you're like,
I honestly
it's a
thought you were
slow
further.
burn. It's a slow burn. And I'm like, no shit.
It's
I
a
might have been on
very,
episode
very
five.
slow
I
burn.
mean, I was still like riding the roller coaster highs of season one, so I was still like
Yeah,
excited
because
to keep watching it.
I remember you said it's picking up, is what you said to me, and I'm like, okay, so he might be closer to the end where Kettle in
No,
his
I
farm.
wasn't that far.
Uh,
I was saying it's picking up, as in like I honestly thought the way season two was going, with how fast they were cutting down those trees and clearing the land, I was like, oh, dude, by episode 10, they're gonna have their freedom. I can't wait to see what happens after they decide what they're gonna do. And no, it doesn't. It
it
actually, if
doesn't.
anything, where I was at, the farming part of Thorfinn and Kucknar's life completely drops off a fucking hill. Like they are no
Yeah,
longer farmers pretty soon into season two,
yeah.
or at least they don't touch
Uh,
on it. Obviously, they still are, but they
they
meet the
still
old
are in the
master.
background, but
When they meet the
yeah, because
old
it's
master, it gets good again, but not good if you're only there for the action part. It gets good.
yeah,
That's when the character building really starts.
yeah, because that's like Thorfinn has to deal with his past, and he's having these
hmm
fucking nightmares, And you do actually get to see there is a fucking scene with Askeladd in it, actually an entire
Very good
episode
one.
dedicated to it, which is very good.
Very good.
Um, so I think it does stay consistency. There are dips depending on because it's very personal. Like if you think that there's a dip, because teach their own, right?
Right, yeah.
But coming from season one,
Yeah,
it's a
like
little bit of a
season 1, there's not a ton of story to follow. You're only there to see if Thorfinn gets to fuck up Askeladd. Season
mhm.
2 is extremely story rich and character development rich. That's what makes it good. Season 1, the action is what makes it good. And season 2 is if you actually cared about these characters that you got to meet in season 1, you'll enjoy season 2, but it's a slow burn, but it is still very very good.
and I love you actually get to see um the reuniting of Thorfinn and his mom and sister, and I
Yeah,
really
you
like
yeah,
that they actually added
cuz
that in there.
you get a scene with his mom and his sister, right? They get like half an episode where his sister, whatever her name is, like starts
Starts with an
taking on
H.
more responsibility around their house. And
Mhm.
then you don't see him again. That's like the episode after Thor's dies. You do not
Yeah,
it's you don't see them again until like the last two
the
episodes of
last
season 2.
episode.
That I
The
think
last
that
episode.
that made it very very good, I thought.
Yeah, so, like, that's why I think it really ended on a very big high
Yeah.
because you got to see the reuniting of them,
Like
and I love the fact that Ilvo was like, "That's not Thorfinn,"
yeah,
and
yeah.
that was fucking
Like
hilarious.
season 1, I think it would have done irreparable damage to season 1 if there was like cuts to whatever you just said her name was, and
Ilva and Helga.
Elva and Helga.
Um,
Like, imagine the last 5 minutes of every other episode. It's like, oh, here's what Helga and his sister are doing today.
yeah.
Like, that would suck ass.
It would suck.
Yeah,
I think it really helps it go to a point at the end of
yeah,
season 2. It's like, "Oh, shit, I forgot these people existed.
yeah,
I thought these motherfuckers is dead."
yep, yeah.
So, number 9 is enjoyment factor. Did you actually like it?
I don't.
And is it bingeable?
Yeah, I don't think it's any secret if you've listened to this episode that it was very enjoyable and very bingeable. Season
Yeah,
one
so
much
it's
more bingeable than season two, but season
yeah,
two is I
I
didn't binge season two. I went back to watching like 2 or 3 episodes a day. Where season one, I was like, I'm gonna watch an episode if I have free time because it's that good.
yeah, I since I've already seen it, um, I was a good little boy, and I stuck to 3 episodes a day, Monday through
Nice.
Thursday, and did 12 episodes a week, just like any other week. So I finished it on Thursday. Um, so yes, it's very bingeable because I was able to binge it the first time I watched it, especially season 1. I probably got done with it in maybe a couple of days, season 1 specifically. Um, season 2 is bingeable to an extent because you're always waiting for it to get good.
Yeah, yeah, fair. Yeah, that's true.
So, yes, but not for the right reason. Um, Hen, impact and legacy. Does it matter in the anime culture?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, season one came out like in fucking 2020 or 2019 or something, I think, and
Yeah, I think it was
people still
2019, if I'm
people.
not for, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
maybe I don't remember. It was a while ago, and like you were saying earlier, the scene where Thorfinn's on the back on the boat behind him, like I hear that voice clip on TikTok and stuff all the time. Now I finally know what
Oh
it's
yeah,
from. Um, so and people still talk about it all the time just because that's how good the characters are. The overall story of getting to Vinland does not make this show or even the revenge plot of season one. It is strictly the characters. If the characters were some bullshit, poorly written characters, I don't think the
mhm.
show would be nearly as popular as it is.
I agree because you do, and especially it being a 24 episode season, you do kind of get an attachment to these
Yeah,
characters a lot, and you start to enjoy, like, besides Floki in season one, Canute kind of pissed me off until the very, very end. But every other character I thoroughly enjoyed. Askeladd, in my
Yeah.
opinion, is the
Well,
best written
even
villain
even
because you
having
actually like him.
yeah, even having a Floki though, that makes it better because I think if you don't have
You have somebody to
somebody
not
to
like.
yeah, because I mean the whole time in season one I'm like, when's Canute gonna be king and have this motherfucker executed? Also, the fucking guy who replaced what was Canute's like handler or whatever he was called before.
Oh,
He was
fuck,
a
I
good
can see
character.
his.
He was a really good character.
He was a good character, and the way he dies, man,
Oh, dude,
that was so
it's
fucked.
as sad as a death as Thor's.
Yeah,
It's
like
not even.
he
There is no sadder
Ragnar,
death than Thor's. And what
Ragnar.
Ragnar? All right, his brother's name. When they first say it, I know it's supposed to be like Gunnar, but when they first say
Mhm.
it, it's like we got to go find Gunnar. I'm like, no
Yeah,
fucking way. There's a guy named Gunnar in this show.
there's no way, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking yes, I think it does impact. I see edits of it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If an anime impacts the culture, then you're always gonna see fucking TikTok edits of it, and I
No,
always
all
see
the time.
fucking TikToks of it. So, yes, this is in my top 10 for a reason.
Yeah.
I know how much. I mean, I fucking love this series. I hope that it continues in a better light
Yeah.
than season two. I don't know if I said this earlier or if we were just doing that before we were or got on. Um, there is supposed to be 4 to 5 seasons in total, depending
Wow.
on how they cut up the last arc. There's 4 main arcs, and then season three is supposed to come out either at the end of this year or the beginning of next year.
Nice.
And so I'm very excited for it. I was kind of wondering if there was going to be a season three because I didn't keep up with the light novels or anything. The light novels just ended last year.
Yeah, the manga
Because
I've added to my list to read, so it's that good that I want to go interact with the other forms of media of it.
yeah, well, instead of me stroking the cock of Vinland Saga, what's your final score?
Okay, so I kind of have, I don't know if it's a hot take. I'm sure a lot of people agree with me, but I think that this show would have had the perfect ending if after on the last episode of season one, that was it. That was the end of the story.
Okay,
I think that would have been the perfect way to end this. And this is like
okay.
up to your imagination on what happens to him afterwards. I don't know if that's a hot take. I would imagine there's probably quite a few people who
There's
agree with me.
definitely people that my brother being one of them. He did not like season two. He didn't finish it. He loved season one, but yeah, he never finished season two.
Well, I'm not saying season two. I'm not saying that because season two is bad. I'm just think that if this story was called Thorfinn Saga, right? Let's pretend for a minute. Let's put it in a vacuum instead of Vinland. So obviously, with the name being Vinland Saga and Vinland being a place, obviously the end goal at some point is going to be to get there, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
So let's pretend for a second that Vinland doesn't exist and the goal, the ultimate end goal isn't that. And let's pretend
it's just killing Askeladd.
this was just a revenge story. The way the last episode of season one ended would have been the perfect end to a revenge story because those stories never end up good for anybody.
No, I think if we were to put it into vacuum, season one is how it was supposed to end, and there was no such thing as the Vinland Saga. This would probably be the closest anime to a 10 out of a 10 for me
Mm-hmm.
than any other anime ever.
Uh, yeah. I'd still put Brotherhood above it, but yeah, it's
Brotherhood is they would be neck and neck in my opinion.
damn.
I think that this one, the reason why I like this so much is just because of how it's so well written
Yeah,
that you like the villain.
yeah.
That's fucking wild. I've never seen
Yeah.
another. You can make it. I guess you make a point for Star Wars, but
Well,
you love.
it's the Borderlands 2 of anime. Like who
Yeah, yeah.
Handsome Jack is the best video game villain of all time. You're not going to change my mind on that.
I'm not even gonna try because Ascot is the best written anime villain of all time, in my opinion.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
And so
I'm
yeah,
I'm jaded
I
by
give
Bleach. Yuha is the best villain in my mind ever. It's not going to be topped, but I wouldn't. I would
I
now. I'd
think
say Bleach's story. This doesn't. This is better. But
for
Bleach's
me,
villains are better.
so what? I guess what's your score?
Uh,
I'm
uh,
thinking.
season one, 9, 9.5. Season two, it's probably like. I mean, it's like it's good, but it's a 7 for me. So if we were to just take it as a whole picture, I'd give it an 8.
Okay. I give it season one and two together. I still give it a 9
Yeah, I
because
mean, respectable. I don't
I
disagree.
do, I like story driven animes. I do wish that there was a more of a heads up
Yeah.
going from season one to season
The
two and what
transition
you're getting in.
is like hitting a fucking brick wall.
Yeah, it's fucking night and then day. There is no dusk.
No,
It's
yeah.
night, day.
No, it's fucking night teleported to the surface of the sun. That's how different it is.
Like it is such a stark difference, but by the time season two is done, I did actually enjoy it, but I wish there
Yeah.
was a little bit more of a
Yeah, I mean,
hey man,
that's why I think it's still overall an 8 for me. I mean, an 8 is up there in like the upper echelons of everything everybody recommends, like the shit that doesn't get out of people's minds, like the Naruto's, the Bleaches, the One Pieces, the DBZs, the
mhm.
the Slimes, the Mushoku Tenseis, it's up there with all of those, even the Full Metal Alchemists. Like I think
Yeah, I mean,
this season one, if you were to trying to get somebody into anime, I think season one of this is a better recommendation nowadays than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, simply because one, it's 24 episodes, and two, any guy ever, obviously maybe not chicks would probably wouldn't like season one, but any dude ever would be like, "Oh, this is fucking sweet, dude! Like this
yeah,
is
this is hard.
awesome."
This shit
Yeah,
goes hard. Yeah, especially if you're a little bit of a history buff, because
yeah, and it's
since it
and
does
it's
become this aspect.
grounded, so like you don't have to like act like you understand a power system.
Yeah, there's not, and what I did like about it is there's not a lot of in the middle of a fight an inner dialogue
Oh,
about this
dude, I
person's power.
yes. That's probably why I enjoyed it so much because one, the pacing. I just watch fucking long ass shonens usually, and the pacing's
Yeah,
always horrible. The pacing in this is amazing. I don't think it could have been any shorter than 24, and if they would have
no.
dragged it out, it would have been way worse.
When there's a fight scene, it's a fight. Like
Yeah,
it's
if a
that's
fight
it.
starts in that episode, it's ending in that episode unless we're talking about like the very last two episodes.
The last two episodes and the episode where um Thorkill and Thorfinn have their duel in the
Oh, well,
snow.
yeah, yeah.
That one did go to 2 episodes, but that was a very long fight scene. Like it
Yeah.
fucking lasted 2 fucking episodes. So yeah, pacing is fucking awesome. I give it a 9. After doing 28, now 29 episodes with Travis, an 8 is a respectable score, and I can drive with that.
Yeah.
I was really thinking that season two was gonna fucking knock it down a couple notches for you,
No, 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 no,
and I
no.
know it
Now
did,
I
but I thought
will
it was gonna be
say,
worse.
the way that it's going, if there's not a lot of the action side, which at this point is going to be only Canute's side, it's going to go lower for me. But I'm a
Yeah,
dumb fucking idiot, and I just like people fighting. That's like we talked about earlier. I'm either liking the chud shit, or I want to see people fighting each other. Like that's it.
so I'm curious as to how they're going to take. So season three will be the expedition arc on them getting to Vinland and all that stuff. So I'm very curious as to how or what genre they're gonna choose, or if
Yeah, I'm
they're gonna
wondering also where they're going to
choose a different
land. That'll be interesting to see because what if they run into like the Aztecs, or are they going to run into natives, or are they going to run into other ancient civilizations that I definitely know the name of?
um. Okay, it doesn't. It's okay. It's the genre of season three is supposed to be an epic adventure, like an epic and adventure. So it's gonna
Okay,
be like
so
an
like the
adventure.
Iliad and the Odyssey type shit.
Yeah. So okay. Well, that's it.
Yeah, Izzy, if you watch this
Sorry.
before you read our text that we're about to send you, Free Run season 2 next week. And
Yep,
then
it
the
is
week
fully
after
out.
that is potentially Konosuba, but potentially might change. Or not the week after that. We'll have a filler because that's a longer one, but that's to be determined.
Yeah. So we'll be back. We'll be back on normal schedule. I don't think
Normal
we're keeping it
schedule
for
being
anytime
either
soon
Friday or Saturday.
or Saturday.
We
Yeah.
still can't pin
Uh,
down a day.
I'll be good this Friday for
Same.
sure.
I should be too. I
Um,
have nothing coming up in the near future because of how much I've traveled across the United States this past 3 weeks.
all right. Well,
All
that's it.
right. Yeah. All right. Peace. You guys take it easy,
Peace.
and we'll see y'all next Friday. Maybe.